Alright, is anyone here? Is anyone here? I've said some shit, but I haven't started reading, but now my mic is actually on. Literally talking with the author. That's... I hope I like it, dude. Fuck, that'll suck if I don't. What happens if I give them this link? Let me see. I'm going to type it into my shit. Oh, fuck. I don't think they'd get it if I did that shit. I hope they do. How hard is it to just... How hard is it to just, like, get people to see your shit? Man. Okay, get shareable link. Link copied to clipboard. Okay, man. Here we go. I have An Angel in Yellow by Holly Wolfblood 07. A one-shot that is almost 10,000 words long. Holy shit. Pray for me. Hello, welcome to the... Wait a minute. Look at this fucking slowness of my mouse. There we go. Is it really that easy to become a magical girl? Well, let's find out if Kaoruko Tankawa has any luck with it. Hello, welcome to the second part in my one-shot series. This time I have a long one for your reading pleasure. But before we begin, a huge thank you and shout out to one of the nicest and friendliest people in this community, Blue Jabroa. Without their help, I don't know what I would have done. So thank you, Blue, and hope you and everyone else enjoy this. Blue, motherfucking... Blue did the one fuck KFC fic, and they've done other fics, and so far what I can assume is that their fics are all amazing. So I like that they are a positive influence on this fandom. And so Holly Wolf Blood 07 has been influenced by this magical person. So let's go. When it's pouring down, I'll be coming in stronger. I must strike like lightning. You won't hear a sound. Can't say I never warned you. I must strike like lightning. When the dark hits, take my chances. I'll be dancing on the ashes. When it's pouring down, I'll be coming in stronger. I must strike like lightning. Zoe Weiss, lightning. Beautiful fucking entrance, dude. Holy fuck. Is this about Kaoruko? Because, yeah, she's the first one listed. This is magical. That is fucking beautiful, bro. What does this stupid skirt... Why does this stupid skirt have to be so short? I mean, the boots are kind of cute, but why a bubble skirt? Surely they've noticed that a magical girl can fly. Where is the sense in wearing a skirt when you can fly? Hello? Upskirts galore. And these panties don't make it any easier either. Small white cotton panties. Why not shorts? I look in the mirror. I'm still not happy with the outfit. But does it really matter? I'll get paid and get the chance to beat up monsters, so really, who cares? Well, what do you think? With a dazzling smile on her face, Hanabishi comes bounding in from my right, going for the hug immediately, and wrapping her arms tight around me. I don't object, not just yet anyway. I've already learned that she does this, like, all the time. But one day, I might just retaliate. I do have to say it fits you really well, don't you think, Sayo-chan? Now, Minakami glides in from my left, that weird white floating creature trailing along behind her. She looks in the mirror at my reflection appraisingly and then nods her head in approval, letting her mouth curve up into a smile. The floating creature doesn't seem so keen somehow. Okay, I have to admit it fits her, and hopefully we can find a color to fit in with the team color scheme. But what about the name? I turn around to face the so-called mascot of Duo Magia. Name? I thought I'd made it clear to you. I haven't said yes yet. Besides, I'm still not 100% sure this isn't some stupid prank. Hanabichi's face crinkles in hurt. Hey, come on, we wouldn't prank you. I mean, you saw the demon firsthand, and we detransformed right in front of you, didn't we? Oh shit, I pressed a button that fucked me up. Okay. Don't press spacebar, my bros. You know, it fucked me up completely. It's just... Well, if you must know, I thought that the skirt was kind of impractical since we can fly. And you could see our underwear quite easily from below. So I kind of thought that we could, I don't know, maybe wear shorts under the skirt or ditch it entirely. Wow, you could hear a pin drop in the room. Honestly, Karuko, fair desires. Minakami and Hinabashi looked at me with their mouths hanging open, and Vats looked absolutely perplexed, as if I just told the three of them that I'm really an alien. You know, I don't think that would be the hill I have to die upon, but there you go. If they want to wear that thing, fine, but don't expect me to show my ass to the world. Fair. 8,000% fair, Karuko. 8,000% fair, Sulfur. Holy shit. Daring, aren't we? But no, there will be no changes to the uniform. If that is such a problem for you, then I suggest you take your leave now. Vats's voice is cold. I don't hint of anything behind its eyes. But it seems I hit a nerve for some reason. Good, now hit the rest of them. The other two don't seem to be doing great right now either. Ever since I said my piece about the uniform, they've been stunned into silence. But now both pairs of eyes are fixed on Vats, looking all kinds of weird. Fuck 'em up! Minakami is looking paler and paler, and Hanabishi has tears pooling in the corners of her eyes. Let me just make sure. Okay, good. Well, I guess I can bend a little, too. If it all comes down to the stupid skirt, well, I can live with it if I have to. If they want to keep their stupid damn skirts, fine. It's getting late anyway. Sis will be on her way home back soon, and I would rather not have to explain why two strangers and a weird floating cat are chatting to me in her apartment. Okay, well, I apologize if I've offended whoever made these outfits. I'm sure it's not going to be a problem. Oh, Vats, you fucking cock mother... Anyway, it's getting kind of late. And my sister is coming home soon, so I would rather continue this tomorrow, if you would be so kind. That seemed to have rattled them from their staring contest. All eyes focus onto me once more. Vat sniffs. You're right. apologies for my outburst just now. It's been a long day, and I didn't expect to be called to supervise a possible new recruit. So, my nerves are sort of short on supply at the moment. That sniffs. Supply at the moment. Wow. That's what it's called, is it? An outburst? Then I would like to see what pissed off looks like. The others seem more relaxed now, too. Good. Alright, so for now we proceed as follows. Tenkawa-san, you will keep the heart gem for the night. It is still inactive, so you need to have no worries about demons sensing you or it activating unannounced. I will turn off the temporary transformation now. You two, turning to Hanabishi and Minakami, will go home for today. Tomorrow, we will meet at 4 p.m. at the shrine. Then, we can discuss the other conditions and get this thing started. With a single movement of its sleeve, hand maybe, the pink Maja uniform disappears, and I'm dressed in my school uniform again. Any questions, Tenkawa-san? If so, now would be the time to raise them. Nah, I'm good. But is it always this easy to detransform? I'm curious. You say you're good, yet ask a question anyway. Well, for your information, you haven't experienced the real transformation yet. Checking that my mic's on again, man, because no one's here to save me. I only used a simple illusion on you on this occasion, just to see what it would look like. Think of it like a hologram or something. Oh, and don't worry. This illusion was based on Magenta's outfit, so don't think that yours would be pink too. Okay, you little twerp. I could hear your annoyance in that line, but fine. I turn to the other two. Both girls seem to have calmed down and are looking rather hopeful, to be honest. I guess that's a plus for me. Minakami, Hanabishi, shall I drag you off somewhere, or would you rather walk? We're fine, Vats, and I think we would like to talk with Tenkawa-san before we leave anyway, if that's alright with her. Alright, suit yourself. Well, I bid you goodbye, and we'll see you all tomorrow, 4 p.m. sharp, remember? With another wink of its hand, a swirling vortex of white opens up, and Vats disappears through it, not even sparing us a glance. Huh. Whatever, you freaky flying cat thing, motherfucker. Looking over at Minakami and Hanabishi, both are looking a bit more at ease now that Vats has left. It's a curious coincidence. But I can feel a headache building, so I'd rather not dwell on the implications of that too hard right now. So, Tenkawa-san, are you sure? You looked rather uncertain about joining us, and I hope you don't regret it. Hanabishi, seriously? This whole thing was your idea to begin with, and now you're doubting me? What the hell, girl? Nah, it'll be fine. I looked down at the floor and scratched behind my ear before looking up at the pair of them ruefully. Besides, I really could do with the money. Oh, come on. That was one of my better jokes. Well, I guess they take their job seriously if these deadpan expressions are any indication. No, seriously, I'll be fine. You managed so far, and with 3 people, it'll be even easier. I fucking moo, Tenkawa. I'm going to be moving into a new job soon. It's like, because the money, bruh. I hope you're right. That's told us over and over again that we should never sit on our laurels and that things can always change for better or worse in an instant. I want to say that Minakami worries too much, but I guess she has seen more than me at this point, so we gotta wait and see. Sayo, I think it's best if we wait till tomorrow. At this point, we're just going to continue talking in a circle. And besides, if Tenkawa-san says she'll be fine, then I believe her. She's right. I just have to wait for now, see what VATS has in store for me, and handle it. I'm a bit sad, though, that you're not going to wear my pink uniform again. But whatever color yours will have, I'm sure it will fit you even more. That brings a small chuckle to her lips, and Minakami is joining her. Yeah, I guess the color would be important. Wouldn't want to have a black one and ruin their little aesthetic. Oh, and before I forget, Minakami says, brushing aside a few strands of hair, you really should think of a name. VATS is a bit of a stickler for these things, and they want us to have as much of a choice in the matter as possible. I see. So how do you decide yours then? Well, I came up with Magia Azure together with Haruka, so I guess I'm not the best example. I'll be the first to admit that I'm not the most imaginative. Probably looked at the sky at the time, and well, here we are. And as for me, well, I thought Magia Magenta rhymed. And my uniform was pink, so yeah, I guess that was a rather easy decision. But I'm sure when the time comes, you'll find a fitting name. But isn't it kind of pointless to decide a name without knowing what color your uniform is? I mean, I could call myself Magia Red and wear green. How would that work then? Never thought of it that way. I guess we were lucky? Or maybe we think of something that kind of influences the heart gem. She really is kind of an airhead, isn't she? And Minakami is agreeing with her. What have I gotten myself into? It's getting late, though, and we don't want to intrude too much on your free time. So I think we should leave soon, right, Haruka? Oh yeah, sorry. Kind of spaced out there for a second. I was thinking how nice it'll be to finally be a full team of magical girls. But Tenkawa-san, one last thing. If we're working together as friends, then please just call me Haruka. Friends? Did she just fucking say that we're friends already? Likewise, we're partners and friends now. So I am Sayo. Pleased to work with you. Shit. I have to say something. I didn't think it would happen so fast, and I barely know them. But Sis told me that I should get some friends, so... Then I guess I have no choice. Call me Karuko. Pleased to work with you. Show me the bad guys, and I'll bash their skulls in. Deal? Fucking love Karuko. Jesus Christ. With that, both erupt with laughter. And you know what? I'm in a pretty good mood right now. So I join them, laughing my ass off with my friends. Sounds nice. Well, we best get going. Sorry that we just sort of forced you to accommodate us in your apartment, but it was the closest place where we could talk in peace. Saya was the first to compose herself. No problem. I was just surprised when VATS had just appeared out of a portal in the middle of my living room. Yeah, they do that sometimes, but don't worry. They ask before appearing. Bye, Karuko. Have a good evening, and we'll see each other tomorrow at the shrine. Come to think of it, you mentioned that you just moved here recently. Do you know where the shrine is? No worries, I know where that is. And you do too. Good evening to both of you, and see you tomorrow. Bye, bye, bye. As I show them out of the door, I worry. Was that too abrupt? But looking at the clock in the kitchen, Sis is going to be here in a few minutes. Frankly, I have some friends around here. Oh, Sis is going to be so happy. Wait, what is that weight in my hand? I look down to see the heart gem still in my hand. A clear heart-shaped crystal surrounded by a silver metallic frame, both heavy and light. Yet the thing seems to pulse. I don't know how else to describe it. Feels warm, and yet isn't. I would have liked to look at it for a few more seconds, but my thoughts are interrupted by a noise from the door. Sis is home from work. But to hide that thing, Sis is pretty open to anything, but I don't think her little sister being draughted as a magical girl would do her any good. I'm home. Are you there, Cow? Hey, what's good, Miss Staff Manager of Tanaka's 18? You better have the promotion or else we might have to eat dog food soon. Oh, relatable. You know, cat food is that bad. Sis is looking rather tired, noting nothing unusual so far, but with the way her ponytail is kind of loose, I'm guessing something happened. And her knuckles aren't red or swollen, so she didn't punch her boss, so I guess. Yeah, but yes, I got that shit locked in. Couldn't look you in the eyes if I came back still as an assistant staff manager. Well, I guess we have to celebrate, because guess what? I did it. I have friends now, so we both fulfilled our promises for the week. Now, I'll be damned, little hellcrawler Cow managed to make some little friends. But you know what you have to do now? And what would that be, you burnt-out skank? Well, introduce me to them, you idiot. I love these people. Amazing writing. Fucking God, yes. 10 out of 10. I love these people. Damn, Sis is serious about that shit. Did I mess up? Me and Haruka and Saya did say I was their friend, so there, but I don't know anything about them yet. Fuck. Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me about them. And just so you know, I'm ordering sushi today. We are celebrating today. Just alright. Their names are Haruka and Sayo. They're in my class, and we sort of just came to meet and talk. Oh, and I'm meeting them again tomorrow. Her face is worth 1,000 pictures. She puts down her purse. The tiredness that had plagued her face before is now replaced by a warm, big smile, and she struts towards me, arms going for the hug. What the actual fuck is happening today? Sis will beat my ass if I would ever even just think about it. This is amazing. I love this forever. But I don't object. Not today. Damn. I think this is the first time I've given 2 hugs in a day, and one from Sis. That is so nice. Don't think I'm growing soft on you, but today I'm so fucking proud of you. Today, yeah, finally show that old hag that people can like you. I want to know who that old hag is, man. Yeah, Sis, I showed her. I showed that bitch. The Tenkawa sisters are worth a hell of a lot more than she ever thought possible. I'm turning southern. Please save me. All right, now we eat. Stop thinking about her. We don't need her anymore. We've proven that everything she said about us is wrong. So I say fuck that bitch. Fuck her and let her be forgotten. After a hell of a night listening to Sis's drunken ramblings and work stories, I managed to get to bed at a reasonable hour at least. Today was any indication that tomorrow will be even stranger. As I lie in bed, I put the heart gem under my pillow. May seem cliche, but it might have some positive effect or something. And as the weight of the day keeps crushing down, I hear Sis stumble about in the living room. She'll manage to fall asleep some way, and lucky for us, tomorrow is Saturday, so it's free time for both of us. That is relatable as shit, my bro. My eyelids are getting heavier, and with a last breath, I say the thing that keeps my heart full with contempt. Fuck you, Mom. I did manage to make friends. God, I love this Kauriko, and like fucking her mom does not believe in her, but she is a strong ass motherfucking bitch of the eternity. I love MahoAKo. Fuck you, Mom. The next morning was uneventful. Sis was sleeping for most of the day, and when she was awake, she had the hangover of a lifetime, though she didn't bother me. What did bother me was this nagging feeling like I'm walking into a trap or something. I know Haruka and Sayo would betray me. I've seen dual magia a few times in the news, so they are as real as can be. But what about that? It does know my name, and it could use that to blackmail me or something. Oh, stop that. Don't overthink this. Oh, I know. Why not think about the name? Right, new problem. How do I come up with a name? Maybe I could look up some other magical girls online. Get a feel for some naming conventions, or at least learn something about my colleagues. Maybe. I grab my phone, and as I open my browser, I realize, how should I start my research? Why not start with back home and see who actually protects Kyoto? Let's see, magical girls Kyoto and search. That wasn't what I expected. The images I found are not flattering, to say the least. It seems Kyoto is protected by Magia Ronin. 3 girls specializing in all kinds of weapons. Their names are Magia Saber, Archer, and Lancer. It doesn't work with Magenta and Azure. Next one. Let's see if anyone's around the area and... Well. Choco Magia, Magia Noir, Blanc and Light. Damn, that doesn't work either. But that Noir chick rocks the black uniform. Dude, Magia Noir, a.k.a. Berserga, fucking hot, fucking holy fuck. And then I just degenerate into like a bunch of me squeeing about how hot she is. But we're gonna skip past that for now. And so the search continues on and on. Many magical girls, many weird ones, many with even weirder names. Some that I'm not even sure if they really are magical girls. Holy shit. I look at the time. It's almost 4 p.m. It's almost 4. I have to get to the shrine. Shit. Moving as fast as I could, not even bothering to tell Sis where I'm going. Well, she wouldn't notice anyway, given her almost comatose state. That's what she gets for drinking so much. Hey, as a massive drinker, agreed. Looking at my phone, it's 16:15. Damn it. So for people like me, that is fuck. 4:15 p.m. Not a good look, but at least I can see the shrine just a little bit further. And here we are. Let's see. I'm breathing heavy. Check. Sweating places it shouldn't be. Check. Hair messy as fuck, but presentable. Check. Fuck it. We bail, motherfucker. That's every time I leave my fucking home, bro. Love this writing so fucking much. My, you certainly know how to make an entrance, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing, MahoAKo. Let me make sure my mic's on. It sure is. Damn it. I turn, trying to find the voice. The shrine is pretty big but empty, and it doesn't seem like there are many places to hide. Having trouble, MahoAKo? Well, how about looking up? Okay, you little shit, where are you hiding? My eyes wander up the main building, and there it sits right on the roof, smiling. Well, we're off to a great start. Good day, MahoAKo Tenkawa. I see you've made it. Well, not exactly on time. We'll still have enough time to complete everything important. It floats down slowly, looking surprisingly smug. That can only mean fun. Where are Haruka and Sayo? I don't see them anywhere. Oh, and I apologize for being late. I actually got caught up in research on magical girls. My, oh my, well, I can appreciate that, but before we begin, can I ask you one question just out of curiosity? Sure? Very well, here goes. Why do you hide your accent, MahoAKo? Well, you heard right. Don't worry. I'm sure you have your reasons, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? How did you notice I tried to hide that? Relax, MahoAKo. I'm a magical mascot. Of course I know stuff like that. And to be honest, it kind of works in your favor. And to answer your question, Haruka and Sayo aren't here yet. I told them to wait an hour before coming here. Why? I knew it. This is a trap. You're some sort of demon in disguise and are trying to get revenge for your buddy that I bricked. I already did my fists. It won't like what's coming next. Relax. You saw Haruka and Sayo, and I'm sure you felt the heart gem giving off some sort of vibration, didn't you? I didn't mean to pry too much, but as part of my job, I do have to do some research into my magical girls. So let me ask you a small question. How many magical girls do you think there are? Well, I didn't really care that much about magical girls before. My research mostly involved looking up groups and looking at their names. But if I had to guess, say maybe 30 or something? Oh, wow, that is a new one. You're joking, right? No, and stop laughing. If you haven't noticed, most people don't really care that much about them. It's sort of become normal, you know, seeing the police or the fire department. Like seeing the police or the fire department. What the fuck is Vats thinking? Do I look like I want to get laughed at? They still haven't told me why they told Haruka and Sayo to wait. Not an unexpected answer, but also sadly not rare these days. See, that is one of the reasons I told them to wait, because this job isn't all just looking pretty and fighting monsters. It also involves a lot of PR work, which is unfortunate because holy fuck, I love how motherfucking MahoAKo looks. Sulfur is the hottest. Anyway, okay. Like what? Like interviews, photo shoots, fan meetings, and even an official debut in front of the town. What the fuck? Oh, perfect timing. That is one of those things we'll need to change if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, I would mind. What the fuck do you mean by change? I thought that might happen. So I'm going to explain it in simple terms. You let me say my piece, then you can say yours, all right? Not even waiting for my answer, Vats looks left, looks right, then takes a deep breath and, well, for starters, your accent won't sell. Sorry, MahoAKo. But we don't deal with people from that part of the country. So, what is it again? Oh my god, I swear to god I know it. People have an accent. Okay, anyway. I'll have to ask you to suppress it like you normally do. Then you're swearing, bro. You do hopefully know that our main audience are young girls between 6 and 10. Clearly the people who have the most amount of money. And I won't hear the complaints of the parents. And finally, I'm gonna unlock your heart in a second. Then we'll see what color your uniform is and, most importantly, your weapon. And on that note, should your weapon be something inappropriate, then we may need to switch. Should the weapon happens to be un dildo, then fortuitous it shall not be for thee, thy little sulfur. Amazing. Fair. Amazing. So still listening? Then go ahead. These are my conditions. Conditions? Sorry, but am I signing up for being a magical girl or a pop star? What is this bullshit? Look, the swearing. Okay, I get that. And maybe the weapon, but the accent and photo shoots? I thought we were here to save people, not tell kids to brush their teeth and eat their vegetables. So pardon the language, but what the fuckity fuck, Vat? Yeah, not to fucking, like, force people into a specific dialect that is not mine. What the fuck, bro? Matt doesn't even begin to describe the boiling rage that keeps bubbling up. It takes all I have to not just grab them and shake them like a crying toddler. But I don't think my friends would like that, so I just keep balling my fists until my knuckles turn white. Alright, now to explain. So the accent is just a local thing, you know. Support the home team, that kind of stuff. Studies show that the way people talk can affect perception of them. So to put it simply, and sorry, Bart, talk a bumpkin to get treated like a bumpkin. It's that simple. And as for the PR stuff, well, to give you the answer to the question I asked you earlier, there are more than 100 magical girls in Japan alone, and around 5,000 in the world. So why play the Good Samaritan? Simple. We need the support of the people. Demons and monsters are attracted to dark emotions. They thrive on it and enjoy causing chaos and destruction. So to combat that, a magical girl has to inspire hope, justice, and all things good in the world. Shit. There's a lot to take in. But the worst thing is, it kind of makes sense. Fuck. What have I signed up for? This isn't what I thought. This is... I don't even know what this is. What am I supposed to do here? Do Haruka and Sayo know that too? Yes, of course. This is known to every magical girl, and if you join us, then you have to know too. The truth isn't pretty sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. So still interested, or would you rather have no part in this? You can still say no, give the heart gem and leave. Give me the heart gem and leave. I'm sure the others wouldn't mind. Not everyone can manage the stress of such an unexpected responsibility. Fuck you. Who the hell do you think I am? Do you think I'm a pussy who would run away and let these two handle it all on their own while I sit at home knowing that there is shit everywhere? Fuck you. I hate you. Everything you've said thus far pisses me off. But I've seen Haruka's tears of happiness, and I've seen Sayo's eyes spark with joy. I won't leave and let them fight this bullshit by themselves while I have two hands ready to break demon jaws. So shove that PR thing up your ass. Activate this dumb thing and let me see what I'm working with here. Holy fuck, Haruka is the best. Phew, that took a lot out of me, but fucking felt good. And with the way Vats is smiling, I think I'm still in the race. Passion is a good thing, and I see you have it in spades. So if you promise to keep up the appearances of the normal, nice, magical girl, then I'll promise you to keep your exposure to the business side of things to a minimum. I think I can work with that. That is all I'm asking for. So let's get the girls in here and then activate your gem. After a few moments of silence, both Haruka and Sayo appeared from the house next to the shrine. Does one of them live here? Haruka, upon seeing me, begins to run. Oh no, she's not slowing down. Damn it, she's going for the feral hug. Kaoruko-chan! And with a crash, she jumps the last meters, and yup, she's going for the hug. We both crash to the ground. I love them. I'm suddenly reminded of that dog I once met. A big guy, but overly friendly. I guess Haruka also doesn't know her own strength that well, and has no problems crashing to the ground if it means embracing someone. That's twice now, but I'll allow it. Besides, I think her being a hugger is probably something I'll have to get used to. This is such a good fucking fic, dude. What the fuck? I'll make sure I don't mute myself. Okay. Got the going used to. Hey, Haruka, good to see you, but could you do me a favor next time not crash into me just to hug me? You could just ask. Oh dear, Haruka, are you okay? Sayo now runs up, thankfully not joining Haruka in the flying hug. Yeah, I'm good. Just some broken ribs, I think. What? I hurt you? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I was just so worried when I heard you shouting, but then you were here looking pretty happy, so I kind of... Relax, I'm joking, but could you please get off me? I'd rather not spend the rest of the day on the floor. Come on, Karuko. Give in to the love. Good, replace those sad puppy eyes with happy ones. They suit you better. Oh, baby. As we both get up and dust ourselves off, I notice Haruka is dressed casually with pink overalls and a white long-sleeve shirt underneath. But Sayo was dressed like a Miko, so I guess Sayo works here? So, you work here, Sayo? Oh, yes, you could say that. This is my family shrine. I'm helping out from time to time. Good, girls. With the introduction out of the way, I think we should move on to a more private area? I assume that's Vats. Yes, of course. Come on, Karuko. There's a clearing right behind the shrine that we use as our training grounds. There, we can transform and focus on magic. Lead on. Kind of getting a little antsy here because I really want to know what my stuff is like. True to her word, Sayo leads us through the forest surrounding the shrine and into a big clearing next to a waterfall. Damn, this place is huge, and this all belongs to Sayo. Damn, girl, I'm kind of jealous, but then again, working as a Miko is certainly not on my list of fun. Everyone is so quiet. Even Haruka has taken on a more serious expression. I guess even the social butterfly knows when the important stuff is beginning. Is happening. So, girls, this is it. Haruka, Sayo, you two go over to the rocks and sit down. Karuko, you and I are going a bit further. The release of such concentrated mana can be a bit intense. Not to worry, it's not dangerous, but it should be treated with respect. Alright, if you say so, boss. This is it. No turning back now. They want a magical girl, and that's what they're gonna get. So to activate the gem, you want to hold it out in front of you. Keep it still in both hands. Focus your mind on the word release. And then say the words Tres Magia. That's it? Yeah, were you expecting some grand ceremony? Be knighted by a council of elite magical girls or something? I swear, kids these days, you're casting magic that's special in its own way, right? Huh, I guess I had a bad experience before. Yeah, it sounds like fucking Vats had a bit of a issue before with some other magical girl. Alright, I hear you, and yes, magic is special. I just imagined a bit more. Yeah, I sort of imagined a ceremony. But fuck it, let's get started. Take out the heart gem from my pocket. It's still as clear as it was yesterday. Breathe in, breathe out. Holding it out in front of me, I close my eyes and focus. Release! Think on it. Think only on that word. Let all other thoughts disappear. Release. An empty void. Release. Keep my hand steady. Release. It's getting warmer. Is that humming I hear? It's quite nice. Darkness, nothingness, and release. Good. Keep going. Focus on the heart. Feel the pulse. Hear the humming. When you're ready, say it. Yes, I can hear thunder in the distance. My skin tingles. It feels kind of like static. My breathing gets heavier, but I don't want to stop. It feels incredible. Nothingness. Void. I feel everything and nothing. I am in the eye of a storm, but I see a light in the distance. I walk. No. I run towards it. I have to catch it. And as I do, my heart feels light as a feather. My breathing is normal again, and as I focus, I say it. Transmagia! Clouds and ribbons are the best way to describe it. I'm flying in the sky, passing through the clouds, and every time I touch them, they take something. My clothes dissolve amongst the palace of clouds. Up in the sky, no one can see me, so what use do I have for clothes? And as I pass the clouds of white, golden ribbons descend onto me, so soft, so warm. And as they trace a path down my body, I feel great. Strength never imagined fills my body. Speed not possible to me becomes second nature. Even the small bruise I had on my knee from Haruka's crash hug disappears from both body and mind. This is peace. This is heaven. You can open your eyes now, Haruka. The voice that greets me is not Vats's, but Haruka's. And as I blink, letting my eyes adjust to the overwhelming brightness of the sun, I see her face, a smile on her face, her eyes sparkling like stars. Saya was next to her. She looks completely amazed, her mouth hanging open. Guess it must have been impressive. How are you feeling? To be completely honest with you, I feel like I could fucking punch a mountain and win. Huh. Looking around, where is Vat? Hey, where's Vat? Sayo's expression shifts. She looks nervous and turns to Haruka, who is looking behind her, a rather tense expression on her face. I'm fine, just give me a second. Your mana release was rather intense. Huh? What happened? Felt great for me, so what? Finally look down, and what greets me is yellow. Long yellow gloves going up over my elbows. Yellow thigh-high boots with ribbons on my ankles. A white pinstripe blouse. The damn skirt, still too short, but fuck it. And the gem, now a brilliant yellow goldenish crystal attached to a bow around my neck. So yellow, huh? Well, I guess it goes with magenta and azure. Why lightning? Why did it have to be lightning? It's always the most chaotic. Matt finally pops back up, floating up from behind Haruka, looking rather smoky. What happened to you? Well, to keep it simple, my job is to make sure your first transformation goes well and diffuse your overflowing mana. And my mana is chaotic lightning? Yes, every magical girl has mana based on an element. Turns out most humans try to compare mana to the force of nature, so we normally have girls with an affinity for an element, and in your case, you envision your mana as a lightning storm. So, you mean if I imagine the energy as, say, a hammer, I would have the power to spawn hammers? If you want to think of it that way, then sure. But magic gets a whole lot more complicated than that. But that's a lesson for another time. What do you think, girls? Can you work with a yellow light? When did that go off? I don't know, man. Fuck my life. I hate my mic. It should be immune to going off. If you're in the chat, or tell me when shit fucked up so I can go back and reread it, please. 'Cause I do not know. I'm gonna start here. Breathe in, breathe out. Holding it out in front of me, I close my eyes and focus. Release. Think on it. Think only on that word. Let all other thoughts disappear. Release. An empty void. Release. Keep my hand steady. release. They're getting warmer. Is that humming I hear? Quite nice. Darkness, nothingness, and release. Good, keep going. Focus on the heart, feel the pulse, hear the humming. When you're ready, say it. Yes. I can hear thunder in the distance. My skin tingles. It feels kind of like static. My breathing gets heavier, but I don't want to stop. It feels incredible. Nothingness, void. I feel everything and nothing. I am in the eye of a storm, but I see a light in the distance. I walk, no. I run towards it. I have to catch it, and as I do, my heart feels light as a feather. My breathing is normal again, and as I focus, I say it. Transmagia. This is all because of my inability to know when I fucking cut out. Clouds and ribbons are the best way to describe it. I'm flying in the sky, passing through the clouds, and every time I touch them, they take something. My clothes dissolve amongst the palace of clouds. Up in the sky, no one can see me. So what use do I have for clothes? And as I pass the clouds of white, golden ribbons descend onto me, so soft, so warm. And as they trace a path down my body, I feel great. Strength never imagined fills my body. Speed not possible to me becomes second nature. Even the small bruise I had on my knee from Haruka's crash hug disappears from both body and mind. This is peace. This is heaven. You can open your eyes now, Karuko. The voice that greets me is not Vats's, but Haruka's. As I blink, letting my eyes adjust to the overwhelming brightness of the sun, I see her face. A smile on her face, her eyes sparkling like stars. Sayo is next to her. She looks completely amazed, her mouth hanging open. Guess it must have been impressive. How are you feeling? To be completely honest with you, I feel like I could fucking punch a mountain and win. Looking around, where's Vats? Hey, where's Vats? Sayo's expression shifts. She looks nervous and turns to Haruka, who is looking behind her, a rather tense expression on her face. I'm fine, just give me a second. Your mana release was rather intense. Huh? What happened? Oh, great for me, so what? Finally look down. What greets me is yellow. Long yellow gloves going up over my elbows, yellow thigh-high boots with ribbons on my ankles, a white pinstripe blouse, the damn skirt, still too short, but fuck it, and the gem now a brilliant yellow goldenish crystal attached to a bow around my neck. So yellow, huh? Well, I guess it goes with magenta and azure. Why lightning? Why did it have to be lightning? It's always the most chaotic. That finally pops back up, floating up from behind Haruka, looking rather smoky. What happened to you? Well, to keep it simple, my job was to make sure your first transformation goes well and diffuse your overflowing mana. And my mana is chaotic lightning? Yes, every magical girl has mana based on an element. Turns out most humans try to compare mana to the force of nature. So we normally have girls with an affinity for an element. And in your case, you envisioned your mana as a lightning storm. So you mean if I imagined the energy as, say, a hammer, I would have the power to spawn hammers? If you want to think of it that way, then sure. But magic gets a whole lot more complicated than that. But that's a lesson for another time. What do you think, girls? Can you work with a yellow lightning girl? Oh my god, that is so cool. Kaoruko, and the yellow really complements your eyes. Perfect. Wouldn't you say so, Saya? Haruka doesn't skip a beat, immediately taking my hands in hers and getting closer and closer. Yes, it is truly impressive. Power could really help us to become more versatile. Thanks. Damn it. Why does she have to get so close? It's getting awkward as I feel a small blush on my cheeks appearing. Damn it. Alright, calm down. Don't let them see you flustered like that. Focus on what Sayo said. Yes, my power could be versatile. And what else? That you said something about my weapon? Yeah, and the bow on your back, there should be a little rod. Could you show her, MahoAKo? Still not all there yet. Sure. So we have this heart rod. It's our channel for our mana. It can be turned into a weapon by focusing on it. Just as she was told, MahoAKo walked around me and pulled something from the bow on my back, just as Vat said there would be. Here, this is yours now. Please follow my steps. The rod she gave me is pretty simple. It looks like a scepter with a heart gem on top and a star on top of that. The gem even has the same color as the one hanging on my neck. I don't know how to describe it, but the weight in my hands feels natural, like I've had it all my life. Transmagia. Sudden flash of light, MahoAKo's gone, and Magia Magenta stands in front of me. Wow, looking at her now, I can't believe I didn't recognize her when I first saw her. The same green eyes, the same pink hair drills, and the same smile. Damn, this magic is a real deal, alright? Here's my magenta rod, and now hold yours out in front of you. Grip it with both hands. Like Vat's probably told you already, focus. But this time, your word is change. I'll show you what I mean. She closes her eyes. Her expression is calm serenity. And in a blink and you miss it moment, her rod changes into a heart-shaped spear. See, this is my personal weapon, the magenta spear. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure the name of your weapon will come easy, too. Okay, so I gotta ask, what is yours, Sayo? Well, I mostly use my Azure Rod to turn it into all kinds of weapons with my ice magic. But most of the time I rely on my good old Azure Sword. I think I'm going to try now and try not to focus on their naming convention. So let's see if it is a yellow hammer or something. I close my eyes, control my breathing, focus, change, feel the rod, let the humming begin, feel the lightning, concentrate on it, feel it change the lightning. Ah, damn it, not again. Tune the voice out. I feel it change. The rod dissolves, it flows to my hands. They tingle. I think I can feel leather belts? What the hell is changing into? What the hell is it changing into? MahoAKo, that's enough change. Your mana is overflowing too much. Stop or you're going to hurt yourself. My eyes snap open. Smoke fills my nostrils. Sayo is transforming. Magenta is trying to help Vats with something. I'm almost too frightened to look, but I have to know, and pure golden energy is radiating off my arms, kept together by black leather belts that cling to my arms, like restraints trying to contain something. These things look like giant gauntlets? All right there? That was rather concerning, but I think Azure has the small fire under control now. Fire? Oh shit, yeah. And that's why Sayo had transformed. Her ice is already covering the fire that started from the sparks that keep flying off my fists. Shit, I'm sorry, Azure. I didn't want to burn down your backyard. It's alright. That's why we're here anyway. No one can predict what happens during the first transformation, so rest assured, this isn't the first time something like that happened. And with what Vats told us, it probably won't be the last. MahoAKo, you can turn off your power now. Look at your gauntlets. Force them back slowly. Don't try to do too much. One step at a time. What the hell? I've never heard MahoAKo sound so serious before. Sure, I haven't known her for long, but it doesn't take an idiot to understand that this girl is never this serious. She actually looks even a bit angry, but not at me. Otherwise, she would have chosen different words. I really have to keep an eye on her and probably apologize to her and Sayo, and screw it, Vats do. Similar flash of light to magenta, my gauntlets disappear. It feels so easy, but what the fuck went wrong here? Okay, change of plans, girls. Sorry, Kaoruko, but these things are a little bit too intense. So give me some time and I'll think of something. Don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong, but as I told you, we do have to think of your reputation. Yes, I agree, Kaoruko. These things are a little too unstable, and if I sense that correctly, they seem to pack quite a punch in exchange for almost all your stamina. It's not really useful in longer fights. Great. That is just fucking perfect. Of fucking course it would be my luck to get a broken weapon. Fuck. And the worst thing is, they looked and felt good, too. Shit. I have no choice for now. Both Vats and Magenta make good points. What do you suggest, Vats? There are many kinds of magic out there. The elemental magic is the easiest, but that isn't the only thing you have. Any magical girls with enough training can develop additional magical affinities like healing or enhancement magic. Well, fuck that to just all kinds of heavens. I'm not going to be a healing bitch. What do I look like, a pussy? If I'm doing this, then I want to be at the front just mowing down monsters and showing them who's boss. Not sitting in the corner and waiting for the fight to end. Just remember, this was your first transformation. This does not mean that these gauntlets are completely off the table. But for now, we will concentrate on the other skills of a magical girl. Now it's time to teach you the rules and show you the ropes, if you are willing, of course. So one last time, will you join Sayo and Haruka in their fight to defend this town from evil? This is it. The moment I've been sort of dreading. They asked me a few times already, and every time I said yes, so why should now be any different? Can't shake this uneasy feeling. Do I really know what I'm getting myself into here? Can I really trust Vats and everything they said? What about Haruka and Sayo? Will this team work? Take one last look at the heart gem, this pure golden gem, so beautiful, so simple. Take a look at Sayo and Haruka. Both call me their friend even after knowing me for barely a day, and yet they have been honest with me and nothing but supportive. I take a look at the sky. The sun is slowly beginning to set. The bright blue is slowly being replaced by the warm orange of the setting sun, and the wind is gently blowing through the clearing. Yes, I will fight alongside you. I will fight against evil and show the world that I can be a hero. Damn, that feels nice to say. The doubt I had is slowly dissolving in my heart. I guess sometimes the decisions are pretty easy. Kaoruko, can I hug you? Question comes a bit out of nowhere, considering her quiet rage just a moment ago, but I nod to Haruka. I think I'm giving up on trying to stop her, or thinking I'm gonna do something about it. Fuck that. She's a hugger, so let her hug. Mind if I join you two? Sayo, who played firefighter in the meantime, and is certainly helping Vats clean themselves from being fired by my lightning, now competing with Haruka for the most adorable puppy eyes. What kind of monster would say no to her right now? And what kind of friend would I be if I turned her down now? No, Sayo, go right ahead. Both girls look at each other, a smile forming on each of them. And here they come, one big group hug coming right up. Well, that's a day well spent, but I must admit, Kaoruko Tenkawa, your resolve impressed me so. Before we end this day, I have one more thing for you. Would you please kneel down? I don't know why I would comply with that weird suggestion so easily, but I don't care anymore. I feel exhausted. Kind of just want to go to bed, so I bend the knee before this weird eccentric white cat and bow my head. Girls, if you wouldn't mind, could you draw your weapons and lay them on her shoulders? I'm going to officially knight her as one of you." They do as they are told with no hesitation. I feel the warm tip of the magenta spear on my right shoulder, and the cold blade of the azure sword on my left. Damn them. Why are they making me out to be a clown now? All for a measly joke about a bit more ceremony? Fine, laugh it up, Vats. I know you will, but I will get you back for this. In accordance with the rules of the 75 magical girls that are currently under my supervision, I, Vatsalita, hereby name you number 76 and the official third member of the new and improved Trismagia. Rise, Magia, and may you never regret this day. May justice prevail. I know I should feel proud, but I can't help but cringe right now and hope that the world turns to dust. This whole thing isn't helped by the giggles of these two idiots. Yeah, laugh it up. I'll show you why MahoAKo Tenkawa comes out on top. The rest of the evening was spent with mostly pointless chit-chat. Vats had to suddenly respond to an emergency. Turns out a magical girl named Ruby Valiant has accidentally smashed a demon's head to bits a bit too brutally, and a camera caught it. And now Vats has to go solve the issue before all of Yokohama bans her. But Sayo and Haruka were nice enough to tell me about all sorts of real things that happened during their duo time, and I gotta say, I kinda like this job. At least from what both told me so far. I also learned quite a bit about both of my new friends. Damn, it still feels weird to say it, but I'll get used to it eventually. Haruka turns out to be the oldest of 4 siblings and likes mushrooms, maybe a bit too much. They also asked me a bunch of stuff. Wait a minute. Sayo, meanwhile, is rather simple. She's working at the shrine every odd weekend and is a rather strict but actually a bit dense girl. Chat eventually changed from talking about magical girl stuff to rather mundane things like school and music and such. They also asked me a bunch of stuff, mostly about where I'm from originally, where I managed to avoid the most serious stuff. I also made sure to mention my older sister Miyabi, but I had a cold shiver down my back when I told them that she wanted to meet them. I swear, why do I dig my own grave sometimes? Yeah, that'll be awkward. I really would have liked to continue the conversation, but as soon as a woman's voice called Sayo, both she and Haruka looked tense and ended this meeting rather abruptly. Over the next few days, things became stranger and stranger. But I think I'm getting used to all of it slowly, at least. We exchange contacts online, and after school, both girls teach me all kinds of weird magical girl abilities. Like, apparently, we have a team on telepathy and, of course, the training with other kinds of magic affinities. Haruka's pretty gifted with healing magic, but whenever I asked her about her element, she always changed the topic. Oh, that's interesting. I normally would investigate that, but Sayo once told me in secret that it's for the best not to bring up Haruka's past. Now I'm super interested. What the fuck? Apparently something quite traumatic happened to her and her family a few years ago. But even Sayo doesn't know much more, and she, as it turns out, is her best friend since they were in kindergarten. Speaking of Sayo, her affinity, besides the eyes, is in sensing magical auras, quite useful for tracking demons. Yet Vats actually came up with, in their own words, a most brilliant move. They made me the shield of the team. Turns out I have a knack for shaping mana, so I was told to make spheres and shields, so in a weird way, I am now fighting on the front lines like I want to do. Just not by punching things, but by shield bashing things, which made Vats happy and actually have quite a bit of fun with it. So I guess that was a good idea, even if the way they went about it still pissed me off. The only problem left, however, was flying, We tried the same method like we usually do, but by trying to imagine wings on my back, I just continued to fall flat on my ass almost every time. And then there was the issue with my name. No matter how much we brainstormed, none of us could come up with anything half decent the vets liked. To make matters worse, they decided to give us only 3 days to finally come up with something, or they're going to rename the whole team into the 3 Printer Girls. Holy fuck, God, fuck, no. Man, fuck vets. Yeah, seriously, if you had to be the 3 Printer Girls. Sometimes they don't care at all, and sometimes they care about the stupidest things. Only 1 day left. We're on patrol right now, overlooking Sendai from atop a skyscraper that Magenta just had to pick as a lookout spot. Which, of course, since I can't fly right now, she had a princess carry me up there. That is the most adorable fucking visual I've ever heard in my fucking life. No, I'm not mad about that. Whatever gave that impression? You ready, Yellow? Because I see a demon on its way to the park, and it's looking rather agitated. Yes, Magenta, I'm ready. I trained and thought about it all day yesterday. Now it's time for a trial by fire. If you say so, but are you sure using your mana to build angel wings to help you fly will work? Never did before, so what's different now? Well, for one thing, darling, we were idiots and only ever thought of using bird wings as a visual guide and not wings that could realistically hold a person. Secondly, I tested the weight and durability of my constructs all day yesterday. Oh, by the way, sorry about your tree. I swear it was an accident, and if you want, I'll pay for the damages. You bet you're going to pay for that. Do you have any idea how angry my mother was when she saw that a tree had holes punched through it like Swiss cheese? Oh, Sulfur is a menace, and I love it. Girls, it's getting away. Now or never, Yellow. Aye, aye, boss, on my way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus. Imagine the wings of an angel. See their shape. Feel their weight and build them. Not too many feathers, not too few. Connect them to my back. Make them act like part of me, and there, Houston, we have clearance for takeoff. A small step from a skyscraper. Like the mad bitch that I am, I unfurl my baby's brilliant golden wings, looking like a motherfucking angel of justice. And I'm gonna go medieval on your demonic ass. Fucking love this, Sulfur. Holy shit. Ride the wind, keep the balance, and don't let one side get out of sync. I'm getting closer. It isn't the fastest, but what isn't yet can still be in the future. I approach the flying demon beast, a hellish brute of red skin and muscle with that ugly white mask on its face, thinking it's hot shit with its stupid little bat wings. I crack my knuckles. I focus a small bit of mana to form a sledgehammer. Not my first choice, but Vatch was strangely okay with that instead of my fists. But I still should only use it when I'm sure that no one will see me. And bad news for Mr. Demon up here, it's quite difficult to make out details. Knock, knock, arsehole. Here is your personal angel of death, and I'm ready to send you back to hell where you belong. The look on its face, well, not like I could see it through its mask, but I'm sure it was a sight to behold as I hit my sledgehammer upside its stupid head and straight towards the ground. Damn, that is the shit! And for the finishing touch, through its mask, but I'm sure it was a sight to behold as I hit my sledgehammer upside its stupid head. Oh, I already read it. Damn, that is the shit! And for the finishing touch, I tuck my wings in. Now I'm going to accelerate and hit him on the way down. Double tap is always the safest bet. You could tell that that one thing that said she had gotten into FPS, like first-person shooters, that is super accurate. The wind feels nice, and with the body of a magical girl, I won't have to worry about too much fall damage, even if something should go wrong. All right, brace for impact and use his body as a cushion. 3, 2, 1. With a loud hum that almost sounded like an arrow being fired from a bow, I hit him where it hurts the most. The dick! I can't feel any sign of life from him. And as the dust cloud settles that we kicked up, I see them. Kids, a whole bunch, a class on a field trip. Well, sorry to interrupt the lesson, Teach. After a bit of stunned silence, to be fair, I would have reacted similarly a mere 2 weeks ago when Magical Girl suddenly tackled a demon out of the sky and exploded onto a normal park like it was a simple day in the office. The kids gawking with open mouths, yelling all kinds of stuff at me. But the one that catches my attention is a little girl with brown hair and a yellow ribbon in her hair. Good taste, by the way. Who asked me, "Are you an angel?" To which I just had to reply with, "Sorta." Thinking about it, Magia Angel doesn't sound too bad. My thoughts are interrupted when I notice another girl behind me. Long blonde hair and red eyes, almost the same shade as Sayo's, looking rather unimpressed but searching for something. As I turn to look where she is looking, I find her object of interest, a school book. Must have been blown out of her hands when I crashed at her lesson. Been down to pick it up. Chemistry or something like that, it seems. What interests me was the page it was on. A page about sulfur. I hand the kid her book back, making sure to give the girl a smile and a head pat as Haruka taught me. She still looks a bit unimpressed, but I can kind of see a smile forming on her face. She accepts her book back with a nod as I return it, and she returns to the rest of her class. "Everything all right down there?" Azure is first to land. She always was the better flyer than Magenta, which she didn't deny. "Yep, I think I may have a solution to our naming problem." "Well, I'll be." Not bad at all. But are you sure? Once you accept the name, it will be everywhere, Kaoruko." "Don't worry, Vats. I thought it through with the others. They all seem to like it, and I'm pretty sure I would win the award for the most original name any day of the week." "All right, then. Welcome to the world of magical girls, Magia Sulfur." Fuck, that was amazing. That was magical. Holy shit. That was so good. Oh, I love sulfur, so I'm a bit biased. But oh my god, that was fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, I loved every bit of that. Holy shit. What is this ending note? If you came this far, congratulations. Hope you enjoyed your time. No, I didn't. I see you all in the third part, number 4 words, no more nor less. Kudos. Give unto this be for to the giving of the kudos. Come on, I believe in you. I'm gonna smash this door, fucking. All right, Sleepy September. Holy fuck, this was the best, and no spaces, Sulfur origin story ever at msn.com. Oh my god. Holy shit. This was amazing. I loved it so much. I wish I could put into words how much I loved it. But I can't. So please be okay with me just gushing mindlessly about how much I love it. Can I? Oh, hey. Well, the heart turned up black for some reason. But enjoy. Okay, so that was... Do it. Okay. That was An Angel in Yellow by Holly Wolf Blood 07. I know it was almost 10,000 words for a one-shot, but to me it went really fast. So I'm just going to kind of keep this open, and I'll go back. An Angel in Yellow. Is that the one I just read? I think so. Someone stop me. But I think that's the one I just read. So I'm going to keep this whole series open. And I'm going to go back to A Cheshire's Duty. I don't know if I'll do this one just because it's explicit and YouTube is a jackass. Maybe I'll do it on my Patreon, which will be free. But yeah, thank you for joining me. That was a MahoAKo fic that was amazing. It was from Holly Wolfblood 07, and I love them forever. And good night. I am going to attempt to press the button that ends my stream, and we'll see what happens as I do that. Good night.